Hello everyone, something different today. I've made a new purchase and this is something I've been thinking about for a while. I've planned a trip at the end of this year, which is going to be quite a big deal, and I want to take some video footage and I want to take some photos, and I don't want to carry a massive amount of stuff around with me. It costs a lot to carry a lot of weight on the planes now, so I don't want to pay any extra baggage costs. I don't want to be lumbered down when I'm out and about, so I've been looking for something that's high quality and easy to carry, that's not going to be a problem when I'm out about enjoying myself. So after looking around, I've come up with a little product from DJI. It's not a drone, it is the DJI Pocket, which is what I'm filming on at the moment. You should be getting this in 4K at 60 frames a second. So the quality should be fairly good. So see what you get in the box for your money. It's retailing it at the minute around about £350 in the UK. I managed to pick it up for £307 on amazon.co.uk when it was on a deal. The Osmo Pro, it comes in a tiny little box like this. So you get the camera itself, which comes in this handy carrying case, which protects the camera itself when you're out and about and it's in your pocket. The camera itself is pretty small, as you can see here, fits in the palm of your hand. Not much to it. You don't get a great deal. You get a carrying strap. Unfortunately, this doesn't go on the camera, this actually just goes on the case itself. So you haven't got anything for the camera. You get the charging lead, and you get two little dongle adapters. This one here is for connecting the camera directly to an Android phone, and there should be another one here, and this one's for connecting to the iPhone. So that is your 350-ish pounds worth of stuff that you get when you purchase the camera. So first up, I decided I'd do some time lapse. Now the DJI Osmo in their advert shows some amazing time lapses, and I wanted to see how simple it was to do. So I set my time lapse for 20 minutes and at 5-second intervals. Now 20 minutes will give me around about 8 seconds worth of video footage at 1080p when it's completed. Now as it's taking the shots every 5 seconds, the gimbal will slightly move from the start point to the finish point. It's very fractional and you can hardly see it, but it should make a transition effect. And here's the final footage, completed. So next up is 4K, 60 frames a second, and as you can see, it's a nice sharp image. And obviously we have the stabilization from the 3-axis gimbal that's on the camera, and you can see it's quite smooth. Now it is quite a windy day today, which is one of the big issues I think with this camera that we're going to have. It's not got a very good audio recording system on it. It's adequate, but in wind like this it's not particularly great. So there is an attached adapter that you can get which plugs into the bottom, and then you can put a external mic on, which would give you much better quality of sound, and also give you the opportunity to put a dead cat on there to dampen down some of this wind noise that we're getting. But I think you can agree that the actual footage itself is absolutely amazing from such a small camera. So the next thing I wanted to try was the tracking. The Osmo has a tracking feature. The face tracking works quite well, but you can also draw around an object, which I've done here. I've drawn around the tower on the church, and then as you move the camera and walk, it should track the object that you've drawn around. Now it seems to do this quite effectively. However, it does lose some tracking when you cross between objects. It didn't seem to be much of an issue when I was crossing the trees and branches. It held its track pretty well, but it did seem to lose its track when I crossed another section of the building, and it then locked onto that section of the building instead of continuing to follow the tower. Now you'll see this in the next few minutes. I'll walk through a stone arch, and the camera then alters its tracking locks onto the arch and then continues to follow the arch as I walk through. As we're now coming up, you'll just see the arch is now here in place, and the tower will go out of frame, and now we're locked onto the arch. It's automatically locked on as I walk through, and the gimbal is now turning to follow the arch. And next up, the still photos that you can do on the Osmo. Now, I haven't adjusted any settings on these. These are straight as default, and taken with the Osmo handheld, not on the tripod, and a panoramic for the last one. So now let's put it all together and edit it in Final Cut Pro and see what we get. that's it for this video. I really like this little camera. It's amazing for the size. And let me know what you think in the comments below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you hate it, give me a thumbs down, and hit that subscribe button. It really helps me grow the channel. As usual, I'll catch you on the next one.